Well, for LGBTQ, it is a system of philosophy without a deity. Now, you can't hang a cross under an American flag on a government building. You can't put the Jewish star there or the Islamic crescent, but you can put a rainbow flag under it. And when you put the rainbow flag under it, aside from getting a lot of other people in the world real aggravated about that, what you wind up doing is establishing through the federal government, through state governments, through local governments, through schools, through funding, through policy, you're trying to push and impose a philosophy that qualifies as a religion. Secular, mayhaps, but it is recognizable as a religion. And that is way beyond what America allows and what America ought to be about. You can't have a nativity scene, so how in the world are you supposed to have a rainbow moment when they're sponsored by the government? Now, that said, I don't really care what somebody does about adopting the LGBTQ philosophy, but it is not fit or appropriate for the government, either federal or state or local, to attempt to impose that on the people. That's where it goes way wrong.
Well, and I've talked about this a lot as well. I think the whole reason why you see all these different genders and now all these different flags is because it is an attempt to replace, whether it's something in culture, be it a religion or just your sovereign nation state. That's what it's all about. They don't want you to identify with your heritage of a Christian family or a Islamic family, whatever the case may be. They don't want you to feel connected to your fellow citizens of the United States of America or wherever it is. They want you to think that your sexual identity is now what you should relate to. And so that's why they have all these different flags and they wave all these different flags. So I do believe they're using this as a control mechanism. They'd like to for the future of the citizens of this planet. But that's why I think they do all these different genders that don't exist and all these different flags they make up, because they want that to be their new sense of pride, their new sense of belonging, not their country, not their culture, not their religious affiliation, or even just your basic community. They want it to be about, hey, who around the world likes to stick their ding-a-ling in another man's exit hole? And that's how we identify. Judge Joe Brown, final response, 30 seconds.
Okay. The best thing for everybody is to accept that you have obligations as both a citizen and as a human. You have obligations to your neighborhood, your family, your people, your country, and you have obligations to humanity. It's dangerous being a human on this planet for a number of reasons. So find pride and satisfaction in confronting and overcoming adversity. And if you perish in the process, that makes you something of a hero or a shero. So do what you are supposed to do what you ought to do,